You all right?
Yeah. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, boy. Well, you caught me. So, here. This is for you.
For me? What's the occasion?
You'll see.
Well, it's very nice.
Well, you know, all the cast and crew got one, and I wanted you to have one, too.
Well, that was very thoughtful of you.
No, it's really probably stupid, because I don't know, you don't have anything like it, but I thought maybe you could wear it to the wrap party tonight.
So, Beached is finally in the can, as they say.
Yeah, it is.
Are you sad it's over?
Oh, no, not really. I mean, I was happy to be doing the film. I wish it had come at a less hectic period of our lives. It's going to be great to get things back to normal again.
I'm not sure either of us knows what that's like.
Well, I'm anxious to find out.
How do I look?
Great. You look more relaxed. I'm always seeing you in a suit and a tie.
That's one of the hazards of my profession. Oh, another of the hazards of my profession.
I am really sorry to interrupt you, and I should have called. But when I got this, I could not believe the unmitigated gall of this man.
I beg to differ. My gall is quite mitigated.
How could you do this?
What did you do, Mason?
I'm sure Julia will calm down enough to enlighten us.
I came over here to strangle you.
All right, get him into OR.
Doctor, please tell me what his chances are.
Dr. Nicholas has suffered a wound to his shoulder. We won't be able to tell the extent of the damage until we've cleaned him up.
Do you think he's going to live?
Well, he's lost a lot of blood. From the position of the wound and the gunpowder on his clothes, I'm assuming that it was self-inflicted, but I'll have a lot more questions for you later on. I have to go scrub up. Judy, I just got a gunshot wound in. Will you please get the preliminary information on him from this lady?
Yes,
Thank you.
Clark. What's the patient's name?
His name?
Yes, that's where we start.
I'm afraid I don't know his name.
You okay?
Yeah, I'd be fine if I knew what was going on. I mean, that whole mess at Dr. Nicholas's, it made no sense.
Except maybe it makes perfect sense.
What, your theory that this guy is luring us along?
Yeah, you know, don't you feel this way? I mean, all the symbols and the clues, everything's so simple, so easy to follow. It's like somebody's toying with us.
So you think the guy who's on the phone is somehow connected to Elena?
Exactly.
And that he could have gotten us caught if he wanted to?
Yeah, but he didn't.
Why? Cruz?
Well, maybe he didn't want the cops to catch us because he wants to catch us himself.
But who?
I don't know. But until we find out who, we're sitting ducks.
You know precisely why I'm here.
I'm assuming that paper you're threatening me with is the notification of my cross-complaint against Rita Grant.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh, who is Rita Grant?
Rita Grant is a very nice woman who maybe has $10 to her name, who Mason is suing for $10 million.
Boy, that's a selective description of the circumstances if ever I heard them. Rita Grant happens to have announced that she's going to breach a binding contract.
She's not selling a car or a house here. We're talking about her baby.
She's selling a baby?
Exactly. She's a surrogate mother. I'm representing the rightful parent.
Have you lost your mind? How can you pull a stunt like this?
Julia, did you think that I would take this case and then just let you steamroll me?
Why 10 million? Why not 100 million, Mason?
I considered it.
I bet you did.
I'm sorry, Mason, I hate to interrupt, but I have to get to this wrap party. I am the guest of honor.
Right. If you'll excuse us, Julia, we have a party to...
No, I won't excuse you. You're just gonna throw this at me and then walk out of here?
You know, we're talking about the life of an unborn baby. Maybe I should go to the party. You meet me later. You discuss this with Julia.
I am very sorry, Victoria. I am just very involved in this woman and what's happening to her. She's about to give birth, and she's not ready to give up her baby. She can't give up her baby.
It's awful.
Don't give her any more ammunition, Victoria. But maybe it would be if you went on to the party. I'll join you there as quickly as I can.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right. I'll see you there.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
So where were we?
You were about to bully. You were bullying my client into giving up her baby for your stupid, illogical lawsuit.
Oh, we'll see how stupid the judge thinks it is.
You're bluffing anyway. You are bluffing. You wouldn't dare take this to the courthouse.
To the courthouse, up the stairs, and into the jury. What, no witty retort? No clever condescension?
No. Not this time, Mason. That's your game. You think the bantering is really exciting as long as the ball is in the air. You think it's very challenging. This is not a colorful, analytical debate over torts and jurisprudence. We are talking about the future of an unborn child.
You think I'm not aware of that?
No, I don't think you are. But I am very willing to stand here and let you convince me otherwise.
Sweetheart, I appreciate you having dinner with me. Mother being gone and the strain that we were under before she left. What?
She's coming back. And anyway, I thought the two of us were supposed to come out and have a good time and forget about our problems.
Yeah, well, it's not that easy, baby.
Well, don't forget all the good things that have happened to you. Jeffrey and I are married. Yes. And Eden's walking again, Dad.
I know, it's a miracle. I'm grateful for it. I just wanted to be able to share it with your mother, that's all.
You will. Believe me, you will.
Look, darling, I appreciate you being so positive about everything, but let's face facts. Your mother and I have a few problems we have to deal with.
I know you do. And I also know that Pamela is the cause of most of those problems.
You can bet you know what she is.
Let me tell you, I am having trouble figuring out why it got so intense that Mother had to leave. I'm not defending Pamela at all. I know she's done things in the past, but Daddy, a lot of time has gone by. Why does Mother still see her as a threat?
Well, as we said before, darling, ancient history.
But are you saying that her concerns aren't justified?
No, what I'm saying is that she should not have any concern that you'd ever lose me to Pamela. That's what I'm saying.
Then what is causing the wedge between you two? Daddy, I know the woman is domineering and demanding. I know all that, but what has she actually done to you or Mother since she's been back? You've hardly seen the woman.
Baby, you don't know how calculating this woman is. I mean, she comes to town, she testifies at Cruz's trial, she insinuates herself into your life, into Jeffrey's, into Mason's, a little bit of it into Eden's too, you know.
I understand that, but so what? Why is everyone so afraid to tell this woman to shut up or butt out? Or just ignore her?
You're right, darling. And I'm sloppy.
You're sloppy.
I will tell her to shut up and I will ignore her. The only thing I'm sorry about is that I let your mother think that she was a threat, that Pamela was a threat to us. That's what I'm sorry about.
Okay. You guys are going to get through this.
You're terrific. And for an old married lady, you give a lot of good advice.
Still haven't told me why we came back here instead of going to the grotto. It's the best place to hide.
Hiding's only gonna get us caught. We gotta take the offensive. Wait. You know something, pal? There ain't much in this world I hate, but I hate getting stood up.
I have some things to do.
Uh-huh. I'm getting sick and tired of your act. We're gonna cut straight to the chase now. And somebody paid you to set us up tonight, and I want to know who it was. Something wrong with your ears, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about you. No!
My nose?
Yeah, your nose! About how many operations it's gonna take to fix it after I bust it up. Lady, why don't you go call an ambulance? This man's gonna need some medical help.
Just a second!
Okay, who set us up?
I don't know his name.
What'd he look like?
I don't know. Your average guy. Kind of young. He had a limp. Smoked cigarettes. Chain smoker.
What else?
That's all I swear. That's all I know.
That's all? Man, you're lying to me. I'm gonna come back here again, and next time I ain't gonna ask no questions. You understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Good. Now get out of here.
Let him go?
He doesn't know anything. Who's ever behind this is too smart to tell him anything.
Cruz, I'm scared. This is beginning to feel like Elena all over again.
Yeah, except for one big difference. At least with Elena, we knew who we were up against.
Is he going to make it, Doctor?
Looks as if he's going to be all right.
Oh, thank God. May I see him?
No, not yet. We're going to be transferring him into a private room within the next hour.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate all you're doing, Dr. Clark.
Well, that's my job. But here you are, so caring and concerned for a person that you don't even know.
Yes, well, I can explain that, Doctor.
Yeah, I figured that you could, since you certainly knew him when I was with you earlier.
Have you filed the report yet?
No, not yet, but I will have to do that in a few minutes. We do have rules and regulations here, Miss...
Conrad, please, Doctor. Can I ask you to keep the news of this terrible accident a secret for just a little while, please?
I'm sorry, but I can't do that, Miss Conrad. It isn't my decision.
Yes, well, I know about your rules and regulations, but imagine what this is going to do to Dr. Nicholas. Did you know that his daughter was recently murdered?
Yes, I do.
Yes, well, if the press get to hear about this, what happened this evening, there'll be no stopping them. Please, I just want time enough to notify his friends and family before they find out in some other way.
Any doctor on the staff goes into his room and they're going to recognize who he is.
Yes, but isn't that highly unlikely before tomorrow morning? If you just give me that much time, I can contact them myself.
Excuse me for interrupting here, Doctor, but Miss Conrad called me a little while ago, and after listening to what she's saying, I have to agree with her. I know the doctor's family, and after what they've been through lately, I think it would be a great shock to them to hear something like this in the news.
Look, why don't we stop dancing around here, okay? You're both lying through your teeth.
No, Doctor, it's...
No, wait, no, you're right. We are lying. But you have to understand what we're asking you to do is very important. Two people's lives are at stake.
All right, you got 3 hours, but that's all I can do.
Okay.
I can only stretch the rules so far.
Thanks, that's all we want. Thank you.
Thank God you showed up here so quickly. I don't think I could have convinced him any more on my own.
We've only got a few hours. What's Nicholas's state?
Oh, he seems to be fine. He's stable. They're going to move him to a private room within the hour.
He must be ready to gain consciousness then, sir.
Oh, yes, I think so. He must have been pretty desperate to do what he did, Kane. But perhaps now be ready to tell us all about the truth about Elena's death.
Yeah, you're probably right. And if you are, we should have other people here besides us.
Yes, I agree. But I think the success you would have getting them here would be better than any success I might have.
Well, I'll give it a shot. I think there's quite a few people who should be here.
Yes, quite a few.
Once again, you're letting emotionality get in the way of your legal...
I'm still here, Mr. Capwell. Your wife told me there were plenty of diapers, but I'm afraid Chip is almost out.
Oh, I'd appreciate it if you'd go get some. Mrs. Mallory, I'll stay with Chip until you get back.
I won't be long.
Thanks. You're not a rookie lawyer, Julia. You should know that sentimentality and tugging at my heartstrings isn't going to cut it.
The capability of your callousness never seems to surprise me.
Then my cross-complaint against Rita Grant shouldn't surprise you either.
All right, it doesn't surprise me. It disappoints me. This is an important case about ethics. We are talking about ethics, Mason.
I am trying to win for my client. It's that simple.
There is nothing simple about this. I am representing a woman who is courageously fighting for her rights against all odds. A woman who is fighting for her baby.
Oh, come on, Julia. You know as well as I do that almost every judge in the country will award custody of the child to the mother unless her behavior proves life-threatening.
You're talking about the past. This is a whole new area. This is the future. This case could go to the Supreme Court, and you and I have a responsibility to acknowledge the importance of this case through the methods of our approach.
I'll repeat myself because evidently I'm not getting through to you. I simply want to win for my client. If I let you get into a courtroom, you're going to set your client up as some kind of victim, and I'm sure she'll play the role to the hilt. Well, what about the real victims in this case, Julia? What about my clients? They're the real victims. A young couple who couldn't have children, who finally agreed to enter into the surrogate process and were assured, guaranteed in writing by this woman to provide them with a child fathered by my client. I'm not going to let you turn this into some sort of feminist forum.
You don't have to worry about that. My only interest is in representing Rita Grant.
Right. That's why you're already talking about the Supreme Court. You can't wait to see your picture in People magazine.
Oh, you are low. You are really low, Mason. Now, what are we doing? We should be out there with the crew.
No. When they start doing the limbo, then it's time for me to step into my private room. It's always a good idea to have one of these during a rap party.
Yeah. Aren't they going to know we're gone?
No, not with Lake and Lockridge.
Yeah,
shivving
right.
under that pole. Anyway, that will give us a little time for some private partying of our own.
No, Mel. I don't do this stuff anymore. Thanks.
Really, sweetie?
Really.
All right. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. There's no pressure here.
Good, thanks. I just, not tonight. I don't feel
That's
like
fine.
it tonight.
That's fine. I understand. But you're not going to be upset if you're not involved in some weird crusade.
No, go ahead. I'm not judging you, really. I'm not. Go ahead.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear that.
Okay.
I mean, I was worried that your friend might have convinced you that I was some kind of monster or something.
What friend?
That, pretty lawyer your husband hangs out with.
Julia?
Yeah, her, yeah. I know she's your friend, but I tell you, she's a pushy little broad. Gosh.
Why? What did she do?
Well, she was just, she's firing all these questions at me, and I was trying to explain to her that, you and I go way back, right? And she's got it in her head that I'm some kind of a threat to you or something.
Well, she said that?
Yeah, in 25 words or less. Gosh, what I can't figure out, though, is why you let her have such a say about your personal life.
I don't let her. I have control over my own life, Mel.
Well,
come on.
That's not her reading of it, I tell you that. She is a tough lady, let me tell you. She's not interested in you, honey. She wants your...
Oh, sometimes you're unbelievably Hollywood. Come on.
All right, fine. Then you explain to me why she's trying to run your life.
I run my own life,
Well, then
Mel.
tell her that. I mean, she actually thinks that I've got you hooked.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I'm serious. And she thinks that you're in so far over your head that you can't handle it anymore.
I've never had a problem with this stuff.
I know that. I told her that. I mean, you've never begged me for this stuff.
That's right, I haven't.
You've always been able to just turn your back on it whenever you want.
That's right. That's exactly right.
I told her.
And I know exactly what she's doing, and I'm not going to let her do it.
I know. Good. Well, she said I could find you here.
Something wrong? Eden?
No, they're fine. It's just that something's happened that might affect them.
What?
Alex Nicholas tried to kill himself tonight.
What?
Good.
Is he all right?
Well, apparently he will be, but he's in the hospital. Pamela Conrad's there with him.
You have any idea why he tried to do it?
Well, he hasn't said anything yet, but I think it's a good idea to get some people over there, so when he does, we know whether it's about Elena's death.
Yeah.
What? That was his daughter. Why would you...
No, but he knows something that can help Cruz. I got to call Meyson now. It can't hurt to have a lawyer there.
I will meet you at the hospital.
All right.
Daddy, listen, I'll go to the hospital, and I'll let you know if there's any news.
No, I want to be there. We'll see if I can do anything to help.
Daddy, you know Pamela is going to be there. This is the kind of situation that's going to aggravate the problem with Mother. Don't...
Listen to me, would you please? Your mother will understand. Cruz and Eden's future might be at stake, and I'm not going to let Pamela stand in the way if I can help.
Daddy, Meyson can handle everything you can handle. You're getting yourself into trouble.
This is a big hospital. I will keep out of her way, and I will ignore her. I've got to be there when Alex wakes up. Now, please, come on.
I simply intend to use every method at my disposal, that's all.
Better get that. That's probably the detective you hired to follow Rita Grant.
Have you been going through my...
Gotcha. I knew you'd hire a detective.
You've outsmarted yourself. I haven't hired one yet. Mason Capwell. Yes, Kane. Well, when? Yeah? No, Julia's here with me. Yeah, you're right. We better. We'll be right there.
Where?
The hospital. Alex Nicholas has shot himself. Kane thinks that when he regains consciousness, he might be ready to confess to Elena's murder.
Alex Nicholas killed his own daughter?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me either, but as long as Cruz is cleared, I don't care who confesses. Mrs. Mallory... Oh, she's not back yet. Will you get on down there? I'll wait for her.
No. This is important to me, too, but it's more important that you be there. I'll just wait till she gets here, and then I'll meet you down there.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Capwell resident.
I want to talk to Mason.
He's not here. Victoria?
Don't tell me that. You're lying. You're always lying to me.
Victoria, are you all right?
I want to talk to Mason.
I told you that he's not here.
You wouldn't be there if he wasn't there, Julia. I'm not crazy. I know what you're doing.
I'm not doing anything. Where are you?
Tory, come on. Babe, let's go. It's time for you to get out here.
No, I don't feel like it, okay?
Victoria, you stay right where you are. I'm coming over there to get you. Just stay there. Mr. Capwell had an emergency. He'll be back. Or he'll call you and someone will relieve you.
What, are you okay, Miss Lena?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm just trying to put the pieces together. I mean, don't you think it's kind of weird? We come across this Japanese symbol and then all hell breaks loose.
Well, you've got it charted.
Yeah, I got it charted, but it's not helping. You add this stuff up, it still doesn't lead you to a guy with a limp who's a chain smoker. You know, it doesn't make sense.
At least he leaves an impression, you know. If we keep following him, I'm sure we'll get some idea of who he is.
Yeah, but are we following him, or is he leading us along?
Well, I can't believe that it's Dr. Nicholas.
No,
if he's the one that's behind all this.
Nicholas is out of the loop. No doubt in my mind.
Well, then who would hate you as much? Keith?
Keith hates me. But Keith wants me in jail. This guy wants to taunt me.
Maybe it's someone from prison.
I don't think so, baby. I think this goes back to Elena. You know, the minute she was murdered, all the evidence was very neatly stacked against me. Almost methodical.
So you think Elena could be working with someone?
Well, she had to. I mean, it would have been physically impossible for her to do all the things we think she did. Mason gets kidnapped. She did that alone? I don't think so. All the attempts on Kelly. And you know what else about her? She used to disappear for a day, sometimes 2 days at a time, just off the map. Nobody could ever figure out where she was.
You think she was with this person?
Well, she had to have spent some time with him. I mean, this guy would have had to known her really well to be able to set me up so good. The wig, the letters, the cufflinks, the whole shot. It was too clean.
What's the next step?
It's the same step we've been trying to take since I escaped. We gotta somehow get to the bottom of what she was really doing with her life. We know about shots. We gotta figure out the rest of them.
So you think this guy we're looking for murdered Elena?
Well, I don't know, but this guy is definitely making the rules, and that we've got to change. But where to begin, you know? I mean, really, baby, who the hell are we dealing with?
Please, you gotta believe me. Please. No!
I mean, there isn't any doubt that the wound was self-inflicted.
Why would Dr. Nicholas try to commit suicide?
I think that's a question you gotta ask him. It's gotta be related to Elena somehow, though.
Well, he was closer to her than anybody else. Maybe he knows this man that she was working with.
Wait, what man? Well, that's just a theory we're developing. But I think you're right about talking to Nicholas. That's important.
Absolutely. He's the key.
What are the chances of getting into the hospital?
Well, I grabbed you some surgical scrubs that I borrowed from the hospital linen closet. I think they'll do nicely. Caps and masks.
Okay, is anybody besides Pamela aware of what happened to him?
Yeah, well, Meyson, SiSi, and Kelly are. They're probably at the hospital by now.
Well, there shouldn't be any problem.
No, Keith won't be thinking that we're interested in Nicholas at all, actually.
And I can't believe that this is all coming to an end. If you can get Nicholas to tell you the truth, you're a free man.
I wish it was that simple, Kane. I really do.
What the hell is so complicated about getting some information
Daddy,
around
will
here?
you calm down? I'm sure Kane knew what he was talking about.
The hospital has no record of Alex Nicholas being admitted.
What?
Kane must have gotten the hospital wrong.
No. I can't believe he knows how important this is.
I'll start calling other hospitals.
No, that won't be necessary, Meyson.
Mother, is Dr. Nicholas here in this hospital?
Yes, he is, and I've arranged for his presence here to be kept very quiet for the time being.
That was good thinking.
Thank you.
We can take over from here, Pamela. Why don't you say goodnight?
No, thank you, СиСи. It's just as important to me to hear what Alex has to say as anyone else. But don't worry, he hasn't said anything yet.
How did he wind up here?
I brought him in.
Did you find him at home?
No, I didn't. I found him kneeling over Elena's grave. He's been grieving since the night she died. I just think he couldn't get over it. Then when I saw him raise the gun to his head, I managed to intercept him, but he did get wounded in the shoulder. But Dr. Clark assures me he will recover completely.
Is he conscious now?
No, he isn't.
How do you know he's going to tell you anything about Elena's death? Or know anything?
Because he must have been desperate to do something like that. Besides which, I've been watching Alex very carefully. And I'm sure he knows who killed Elena. I'm very sure he knows.
You've been on this for quite some time, haven't you?
Yes, I have. It's very important to me to find out the truth.
And it is to us, and that means Iden and Cruz may be out of hiding soon.
Yes. Yes, that's what I was hoping. Couldn't bear for an innocent man to suffer.
Well, good job, Mother. Looks like we're going to be grateful to you for a long time to come.
Jensen. Let me run this by you and see if it makes sense to you, okay?
Okay.
Everybody in Santa Barbara know what Eden Capwell and Cruz Castillo look like.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes. After Castillo's escape, they both went to a library together. Yes?
Yes.
Castillo then visited Eden Capwell at her home. Yes?
Yeah.
Then, together, they visited a psychiatrist twice. Yes?
Yes.
But does the Santa Barbara police force know where they are?
Well, we're about...
The answer is no, they don't. They haven't even captured one of them. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves.
We figured that the best opportunity to apprehend the felon in question, was hindered.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Cut the cop mumbo jumbo and talk to me, Jensen.
If you had allowed us to approach Cruz when he was in the guest house in the Capwell estate, instead of insisting upon handling...
Oh, come on, all right. I made a mistake. Fine. But it's nothing compared to you boobs.
I have a new lead that I feel is connected to this case.
Yes?
Yes.
What is it?
A suicide attempt.
Is there a connection between this and Castillo and his mujer?
Well, the attempt took place at the grave of the victim, Elena Nicholas.
I think I like this, Jensen. Tell me more.
Well, the man attempted to shoot himself, but he's in the hospital, and they're making a strong effort to keep his identity secret.
Would you please try to find out who it is?
One of the paramedics has already made a positive ID.
Yes?
It's Dr. Alex Nicholas.
the only man in the world that'd try to shoot himself in this. What condition is he in?
Stable. And there's something else.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
What? What is it? Don't keep me in suspense. What?
The Army vet, Kane, that you had us follow, he was seen entering the hospital not 1 hour after they brought Nicholas in.
This is adding up nicely.
You know what that means?
Yes, I know what it means, Jensen.
What?
I'm not going to tell you. I want you to get 20 officers, bring them to the hospital, and make them as inconspicuous as you can. Can you manage that? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think Castillo is going to go to the hospital?
No. I think we're going to go over there and make sure babies don't escape from the maternity ward, Jensen. Will you come along? I have a sick man I have to see.
Julia, what are you doing here?
I told you I was coming here on the phone, don't you remember?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about this, Victoria, this, all of this. What are you doing? I don't understand you. What? You gonna lie? Don't lie. Just stop lying, Victoria. You told me you weren't gonna do it anymore.
I can't. I'm gonna stop. I can stop.
You can't. You can't stop. Just admit it. You're hooked on it. You are addicted to it. You endangered your child's life already. And then you come back and you do this again.
What's the matter? I don't want to learn your lectures tonight, okay? Just leave me alone.
Forget it. Someone is going to give a damn about you, Victoria, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to help you whether you like it or not.
I'm not going anywhere with you, so now just get out. Why should I listen to you? What did you say to Mason?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, yes, you've been talking about my bed. You talk to everybody about me, Julia. You always do.
Hey, what's going on? Oh, my. I should have known it was you.
I'm taking Victoria home.
Oh, come on. Why don't you just let her have a good time?
You back off, or I'm going to have the police up here in 2 minutes because I can think of nothing that I would like better than to see you behind bars.
All right, fine. Look, I don't want to have any trouble here, okay? I mean, what?
Get out.
Victoria, maybe you should just go with her.
Julia, leave me alone.
I can't do that. I can't. I'm sorry. I just got your babysitter together with your son. Now, how can you think of him and do this?
Stop it.
Victoria, come on. I'll take you home and we can talk. You can beat this. I know you can.
All right. You win. Fine. I'll go home with you. Fine. I just let me find my purse. Okay, I'm going to look around for my purse. I don't know where it is.
Victoria, don't do this!
No one saw us come in.
What do we do now?
I don't think we have any choice. We wait.
Mallory said Julia left right after she got back to the apartment. I don't know where she could be.
Well, maybe she had car trouble, Mason. I get the impression, СиСи, that you don't believe my account of what happened to Alex.
Every word out of your mouth is a lie. Now, however this all came about, all you're trying to do is manipulate it for your own benefit, and you know it.
I'm glad everyone's mind is not like yours,
I
СиСi.
know you, Pamela.
And I know you. Come on.
The hell is your game tonight?
I don't play any games when it comes to the murder of my child. Unlike you, I do have feelings about what happened to
Get off it. Get off it. Only someone as cynical as you would use the death of your own daughter to do this.
And exactly in what way am I using Elena's death?
To get into this, to get the gratitude of my family. That's what I'm talking about.
My interest is in clearing an innocent man and getting to the truth.
You don't give a damn about the truth. You don't give a damn about Cruz. All you give a damn about is what you want, what you feel, what you need.
I do believe you're so angry because I can do what you couldn't do for your family. That is, that I will be responsible for Eden and Cruz's happiness. And there's nothing that you can do about it.
Daddy, maybe we should go to the coffee shop.
I'm not going anywhere.
Daddy, we're not going to do much good standing around here, and the two of you having a scene is not accomplishing anything.
Understood. I'm staying right here.
So I guess everything you said tonight means nothing. No wonder Mother's so angry with you, Daddy.
Kelly.
I'll go find Julia.
Kelly.
Okay.
When will you ever learn, СиСи?
Nicholas conscious yet?
Yeah, nothing yet, but there are a couple of people in his room I'd like to see.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Hard. No, I'm not going to get out of here. You need to talk. I don't want to talk to anybody, especially to you. So Victoria. Get out of here. Stop it. Don't do it. Victoria.
Victoria, please don't do this.
Shut up and stop harping
No,
on
you
me.
shut up and pull a car over so we can talk.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't want to talk to you, Julia.
Then forget about me. Think about the people out there that you're endangering by driving like this.
I am driving it just fine. I am in control.
Yeah, you're under control. You're under control, Victoria. You're doing coke. I've been
Get off your bandwagon. My life is my business.
What about Meyson?
What about Meyson? Meyson doesn't care about me.
Well, then, yes, that's not true.
Yes, it is true. All he cares about is you. He likes to work with you. He likes to argue with you. He likes to camp out with you, Julia.
And think about your son. I left him alone with a babysitter. I know you love him, and I know you care what happens to him.
I love my baby, too. I love my baby.
And I know that you care what happens to him, Victoria.
I almost hurt my baby. I did, you know.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. It's not your fault. You can't help what you're doing.
Victoria! Julia, I'm sorry.
All right. Just pull the car over, Victoria, please.
Okay. Oh, what am I going to do now?
You don't have much choice. Just pull over.
Well, well, looky here. Dishing out bedpans so late. I didn't expect to find you here tonight, Dr. Clark.
What do you want, Timmons?
Have a falling out with your girlfriend?
I've got my patience.
And I got some questions for you about your conduct. You admitted a man here tonight who tried to plug himself, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Tell me something. How does a man try to shoot himself with a gun and miss?
Well, maybe you should talk to somebody who handles guns, and they can answer that one for you. I'm a doctor.
Yeah, a dandy one, I hear. You treat your patients long after they leave the hospital, don't you?
Get out of my way.
No. Who tried to kill himself?
I don't know. He came in as a John Doe.
You're lying. I tell you something, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and pretend that you didn't recognize a famous local doctor who frequents this hospital and whose lectures you attended. No, I'll just pretend you didn't hear the question, and I will ask you again. Who attempted suicide?
John Doe.
You know, you better hope that John Doe turns into Alexander Nicholas. Because if he doesn't, you're going to be spending the next 5 years of your life telling convicts to turn their heads and cough.
What do they want?
Just turn off the car.
Julia, what did I do?
You almost got us killed.
My purse. I don't have my driver's license, Julia.
Never mind. That's the least of your
Listen
worries
to me.
right
Give
now.
me yours. Give me yours. You know, it's dark. They can confuse the two of us. You know, we look sort of alike, so just give me your license,
Nobody's
please.
going to care about your license or your ID. One look at you and they're going to want blood and urine samples.
Julia, please. Just help me out this one time. Please help me out. Look, they're going to send me to jail, but that's not the worst of it. What happens when Meyson finds out? If he finds out, I don't know what he's going to do. This could give him the very excuse that he needs. Julia, please. I can't take that chance.
Ma'am, would you mind stepping out of the car?
Pamela says that you were the man at the Laser Palace that night, the night Elena was murdered. Is that true?
Yes, I was there.
So the mystery man was right under our noses the whole time.
I never met either of you. Cruz, I hoped, I prayed for your freedom. I never wanted this to come out.
Well, the truth always comes out. And that's what we need right now, is the truth.
Please. You didn't want us to suffer. You can do something about it. Because we're still suffering.
I never wanted you to pay so terrible a price for something I did. I killed her. I killed Elena.
Авторы сценария Бриджит Добсон, Джером Добсон. Режиссер Рик Беновиц. Роли озвучивали актеры Александра Кожевникова, Татьяна Иванова, Галина Чигинская, Елена Ставрогина, Борис Тетерин, Валерий Захарьев, Олег Куликович и Станислав Концевич. Над фильмом работали Марина Андорская, Маша Орлова, Владимир Кирьянов и Алексей Чумаков. Телесериал «Санта-Барбара» подготовлен к показу российской государственной компании «Русское видео» Санкт-Петербург.